Hello everybody, welcome back to another video on my channel. How are you today? I hope you all are doing well wherever you are in the world today. If you're new here, hi, I'm Brooke, or Baby Sims, whatever you prefer to call me. And if you aren't new here, then welcome back to another speed build on my channel. Today we are building a suburban type home. Are you shocked? Are you surprised? I'm not. And this one has a story behind it too. And I'm not actually going to tell you the whole story because, as like I did with the apartment with the opposite twins, if you haven't seen those videos, the most recent two before this one, go watch them. I'm going to build, we're building right now. I'm going to make a cast of the family that lives here as well for you guys to see, because these guys have an interesting one. Sometimes when I'm building things, it just comes right to me about what I want to do in the build and what the storyline is of the Sims who live in it. It just comes to me while I'm building sometimes. So when those type of things happen, when I'm building a build I think has a story to it, I want to make more videos, like I said, talking about the Sims that live here, so we can kind of get like a nice vision and the builds kind of have a purpose. Not saying that when I build things that don't have a story, they don't have a purpose, but I feel like it's just better when you build something and there's a storyline with it, because it just it fits, you know. It makes the build have a purpose. It makes it more of an exciting build to watch, because you know the Sims that live here, you know everything about it. So I actually wanted to first, before we get into the storyline of the build, talk about some other things first. And my first thing that I really want to talk about, because I have not shut up about it, is the new high school pack. It is not out yet, so don't freak out. Don't be commenting. Is it out? Is it out? No, it's not out yet. It comes out on the 28th. Right now it's the 17th for me at 1:22 a.m. because, as you guys know by now, if you aren't new, then I do my voiceovers super late at night because it's when it's most quiet. But yeah, so I have been so excited. I am so hyped for this pack. This is probably the most excited I have ever been for a expansion pack. I guess Seasons I was pretty, oh my god, I have hiccups, I'm sorry, bad timing. Seasons I was pretty excited when that came out. I was, oh god, it was a couple years ago now, so I wasn't super into this. I mean, I was into it, like I was playing it all the time, but I was not into it like I am now, where I'm constantly checking Twitter for new news and interacting with a bunch of people in the Sims community. I am so excited for this expansion pack. And as you guys know, I am obsessed with teen gameplay. I think I've definitely said before, but if not, here's your little info packet about my personal gameplay style. Teens are my favorite life stage in the game, and personally that's because you can do so much drama with them and so much like storyline that sets them up for the rest of their life. Because I feel like, well, there's a lot of storyline potential for young adults as well, because if you don't have anything figured out when they're a teenager, young adults are the best time to do that as well. But for me, I like to start the drama and storyline, you know, personality things in the teen life state, because I feel like that just sets them up a little bit, you know, like it sets up their personality. It tells you a little bit what they're getting. Like, if for example, if they were not popular in high school and they only had one or two friends in a young adult, maybe they might thrive and make a ton of friends, or opposite. Or if they had tons of friends and maybe they have a little bit of burnout when they're a young adult in college and they fail. And I feel like it, like however your Sims act when you make a storyline for when they're teenagers, really sets how they're gonna make the rest of the storyline for the rest of their life. So with this new high school pack, they are just thriving for me. They are just letting, like, I think they heard me, because I've been saying for years I want like more teenage gameplay. I know we already have a lot, because let's be honest here, in The Sims 4 teenagers are basically adults, so they can do whatever they want. But I feel like now we have so much more depth for teens. They are adding more creative assets based off of real life, like TikTok outfits that they've seen, and bedroom assets. Like, I seen a bedroom in the live stream. If you guys didn't catch that, you can check watch the full live stream with the new pack on the Sims' official YouTube. And Lil Simsy also showed off a lot in her stream that she did, showing off her early access. So if you want to see either of those, then that is more Simsy on YouTube for her live stream, or the Sims Teams one if you want more in-depth, because people who had early access didn't get to know everything because they don't know anything about the pack. They just get to experiment for themselves. So I'm assuming they didn't show everything in theirs. I've only seen Little Simsies early access videos so far and a little bit of Urban Sims. So I'm not sure if the other ones have got to see everything, but the Sims team shows you absolutely everything. And I was screaming, like literally screaming, watching the live stream from the Sims team yesterday. Anyway, that's not what I was talking about. Sorry about that. In the live stream, they showed off a bedroom of one of the townies, or I don't think it's townie, it's actually what they made. But one of the families that they were playing with, they designed a bedroom for, and it looks like my bedroom. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, they had a tapestry on the wall, they had LED lights, we're coming with new like gaming streamer desks and CDs on the wall. And my bedroom has a tapestry, has CDs on the wall, we have fake vines, we have posters of everything and different things like that. So I am so excited because that's literally what my room looks like, and I'm 18, so you know I don't know what this blank space is right now, by the way. I thought I cut them all out. I say it in every video. I apologize. Anyway, but the cast assets are really good too, and so is the build mode. And also, we get so much more gameplay. When they showed off how the school days look like, it's going to be when you go on to school, you have an hour and a half, I think, of free time where you can hang out around your locker, you can go to the library, you can eat in the cafeteria, you can get breakfast, you can talk to people, you can do whatever you want in that free time in the morning. And then you have your first class, and your schedule will be assigned to you, by the way, so you can check your sim schedule. And they sit down, they take notes, and they listen to the teacher. And then after that, they have lunch for 2 hours, maybe 3 hours, I don't know, and then they have their second class and last class of the day. And then after school, there's sometimes events that they can go to, like a cheer meet or football meet or a club fair, looked like, and then different things like that. So I am so excited to go to school with my Sims because the one thing missing, I've always had very intricate storylines for teenage Sims the entire time I've ever played The Sims 4. They've always had these very dramatic, that's where I have my most exciting storylines, is definitely when my Sims are teenagers. So I am very excited because the one thing I was missing from those very interesting storylines is the ability to see what goes on at school, because I feel like in teenage drama in real life, a lot of things happen at school, and you need to see what your Sims are doing there to cause a little more drama. And also, this pack adds drama for you. If you don't have a storyline, you will with this, because they added the ability for your Sim to get rejected, get asked out, and dumped. So for example, if your Sim is dating someone, they can their partner can autonomously break up with you, which for me, I'm excited about that. I love that, but I'm also worried because I swear to God, if I have this very big storyline that I have planned for my Sim Hudson when he's a teenager, I have a really big storyline for him planned, and when him and his childhood best friend finally get together and she breaks up with him because of the autonomy in this game, I will scream. I will scream so bad. So I am really scared for that, but hopefully it'll be okay. And they also added prom is every week, because I guess they don't really know like when your Sim is going to age up into a young adult, so it's kind of just like every week. And then but you can only go once. If your Sim is a teenager, they can actually only go once. So if you choose to go to the very first one that comes up when your Sim just turned teenager, remember that you can't go to their actual prom when they're about to turn to a young adult. So just keep that in mind when you're playing the new pack if you plan on getting it. But otherwise, they have that every week. I don't know how graduation works. I haven't seen anything about it on the Sims team stream or in Little Simsies, because she didn't get to that, because I'm assuming it takes a long time. But we'll figure that out. I'm assuming, I don't know. I actually have no idea how it's going to work. But I am very, very excited for the pack, and I have not shut up about it. Another thing I'm so excited about is the new phone UI. They changed it so it has like apps, which is so exciting. And they also changed, they added 2 new apps, which is Trendy. If you have getting the pack, you're going to get Trendy, and another app called Social Bunny. And Trendy is basically, if you guys know in the real world what this is, it's Depop, which is a place where influencers and anybody really, I don't know what that was, can make outfits out of their own closet and then sell them, and you can buy the outfit and you can wear it yourself. So that is what they added to The Sims 4 with this pack as well. Your Sims can go to a thrift shop that's in the new town, Copperdale, and they can make an outfit and then sell it on Trendy, and other Sims will wear it around the town if they buy it. And Social Bunny is like my new favorite thing ever. I think like I'm gonna use that all the time. It's basically Twitter but for your Sims. You can subtweet people if you hate them. You can send flirty DMs. You can also, I seen a little Urban Sims' video, there's now FaceTime. You can video call other Sims, and I'm just so excited for this pack with everything it has to offer, because I seriously think that this is going to be such a good pack. But on that note, I really should shut up about the new pack. Again though, if you want to find out more than what I just rambled on about, then Lil Simsy's stream on More Simsy, not her main channel because she posts her live streams on More Simsy. But if you want a more detailed look at everything from the actual Sims team who made and then from the developers who made the pack, then the Sims official YouTube channel has the full live stream showing off everything in the pack. So please check those out if you're interested in looking at the pack, because maybe it will be a selling point for you to buy it, because amazing pack, one of my favorites for sure. I'm definitely gonna use it all the time. Anyways, back to what I was going to talk about before I rambled for 11 minutes straight. Let's talk a little bit about the build, because I said at the beginning of this video, this build has a little bit of a story. So first I'm going to start off with telling you the Sims who live here. So if you haven't caught on to that just yet, this house belongs to an older couple. It belongs to two older Sims that are grandparents and their grandchild, who is a girl, and their great-grandchild, which is their grandchild's daughter, obviously. And that is also a girl, obviously. That's a daughter. But so there is a total of 4 Sims in this house, 2 grandparents, a young adult, and a child Sim. Young adult's female, young adult child, and then grandma. But again, as every single one of my builds and any build on the gallery, you can download this and change it to whatever you want. If you want to completely destroy my house and make it so it's, I don't know, 3 triplets living here, then you go right ahead and do that. But that is what the story I envisioned when I was building this was. So grandma and grandpa, they are very traditional, very old-fashioned. They have a full-on piano in their living room. I feel like grandma might play that sometimes. She really used to love the piano, but she's getting old. She can't really do what she wants to. She can't play piano as well as she used to. They have a grand dining, because in my mind, they used to throw a lot of dinner parties for their family, like for Easter dinner, Christmas dinner, all that stuff. So they definitely would throw those grand parties. But they have a very old-fashioned styled house. Like, you can tell this house was built in like 1978. Like, it is old, and you can tell that's probably when they furnished it too. But they have a ton of cool stuff everywhere, and since it is just the two of their grandchildren, great-grandchild living here, I'm going to give you a little backstory on that as well. So their great-grandchild is actually, they have raised their grandchild, the young adult female, since she was about, I want to say like 11 or 12. Her parents both passed away, or I haven't really figured out where her parents went, quite honestly, but they aren't in the picture, let's just say that. And she ended up getting pregnant, the young adult, when she was about 20 years old with this guy, and the guy was not a good guy, and he ended up leaving. And so of course the grandparents are very happy to help raise their sweet new great-grandchild, but at the same time, these guys are not young. These great-grandparents are like 80 years old, and they're just, they're not as movable. Oh my gosh, I keep forgetting the words I want to say. Like, I was gonna say hip, but that's not the word I'm gonna say. They aren't as active as they used to be. They can't do a lot of things, but they definitely, their kids and their child, oh my gosh, I am stuttering so bad today. Their grandchild and their great-grandchild definitely keep them busy. But grandma loves to paint as well, and she has a little office in the back to the living room. You'll see it after I do the formal dining. She has a little painting studio, and I put a little kids art table thing so the great-grandchild can do art with great-grandma. And I feel like the grandfather, he's very into grandpa things, he's like, he likes to barbecue, he likes to go fishing, he likes to do that stuff. But grandma, she's very artsy. She loves to garden. She has a nice little garden out back, if you saw that earlier in the video. And she loves to paint. She has a cross stitching in the living room. She has knitting up in her bedroom. She loves anything to do with creating things, and she always has. So that's what keeps her busy, and her great grandchild is taking right after her with that and wants to be just like grandma. And the young adult granddaughter is, in nicer terms, she's a party animal. She doesn't stay at home much, which kind of sucks because, as I said before, the grandparents aren't as active anymore, and they're kind of stuck looking after the great-grandchild a lot. Like, they're basically raising her just like they raised the grandchild. Their grandchild. And they're not huge fans of that. They already raised grandchild's parents, and now they're raising grandchild, and then now they're raising their great-grandchild. Because the spirit of parties seems to never die in this family. It's just full of party animals. So their granddaughter is out all the time partying with a friend. She is only like 26, so she goes out and parties all the time. She's never home. Sometimes she goes out for days at a time. But they also love spending time with their great-grandchild, so it's not like a huge problem, but they also wish that she was there because they're looking to retire soon. They actually want to sell the house and move on, move to Tartosa, move to Brindleton Bay, move somewhere else where they can retire and just live their lives with the two of them, because it has never been just the two of them. It's always been their kids and then their grandchild. Now it's a grandchild and their grandchild. So they just want to live their life with just them for right now, but they can, obviously, and they're gonna raise everybody that they can, because they're just really great people like that. So, but at the same time, I feel like they do not like the fact that their grandchild is taking right after her parents and not owning responsibility for her child. So yeah, that is basically a storyline. I don't really know anything else about them. I can give you like little facts, I guess, about the house that kind of pertains to them. But for example, their bedroom, this whole house is very old style. As I said earlier, you can tell it was built a long time ago. But this bathroom right here that I'm working on, in my mind, it used to be the laundry room. But since they had 2 new people move in, they changed it to a bathroom and laundry room because they need an extra bathroom for, obviously, the kids and the grandchild. So they have been, renovating this house slowly, and this is the young adults room, their grandchild. She is very young-minded. As I said, she's a very big party animal, so her room is still the same as it was when she was like 13, 14. She hasn't changed it, nor do I think that they have a lot of money, so I don't think that they would have the money to change it. But I do think that she kept her room the same. She's probably bought a couple extra decorations and different things. So her room is mostly the same as it was when she was a kid. I did put a bisexual flag up in here because in my mind, the sim was bisexual. And I don't really know what else to say about that. I was going to go into a big story, but I don't really know anything. There's not really a story about that. She's just bisexual. But yeah, so I put some decorations around her room and stuff that I thought made her look young. Maybe that turtle that I put on her shelf is from her parents and different things. But I just put a TV in her room that I'm thinking she bought with her money. I think that she works in retail, like a part-time job. I still don't think that she went to university or anything. As I said, party animal. So, but we're actually almost on the video here, but we are doing the great-grandchild's room right now. This is the little girl's room. And she is very much admires her grandmother. She would do anything in life to be just like her. She wants to paint like her grandmother. She wants to cross stitch. She wants to knit. She wants to garden. She wants to be just like her grandmother. And she admires her grandfather for everything as well. So I love that storyline as well. I think that's so cute. So also, when we're reaching this video, stay tuned for the next video after this one, because I'm going to make the family that lives here. Anyways, that's it for this video today, guys. If you like this, I make Sims videos every single day, basically. Just like this, with builds, with stories, and create Sims and gameplay videos. So if you're looking for more things, then make sure to subscribe and like this video and leave a comment down below. Anyway, yeah, that's it for this video. And I thought I had less time than I did. But, yeah. Goodbye, guys.